Hey everybody, welcome to another 5 Minutes with Bryan. I am coming to you sort of semi-live. I'm recording on the spot. I'm not live at the moment, so you're not seeing live flashing up in your corner. One of the things I was suddenly inspired to talk about was the idea of being in tune with nature. And I know it sounds like a weird thing for a writer to talk about, but honestly, it's kind of a big deal, because when you're sitting there, ooh, there's somebody yelling. When you're sitting here looking at nature like this, I think it's really important to keep in mind that we are creatures of our environment, and we take in everything that we see around us. Like, for example, the roar of this waterfall behind me, you can see, absolutely breathtaking, and just the sound of the waterfall itself makes a big difference. It has a calming effect on me. I know it doesn't have a calming effect on everybody, but the sound of water falling really is important. Now, you'll see them around a lot of trees and a lot of rocks and things like that. That too sort of makes me think of nature. But what's important too is it's kind of a great writing prompt almost. You know, when you think about people going over waterfalls, that's sort of a metaphorical thing. You know, taking a big leap, going through a big change in your life. And I think the waterfall can be almost used as a writing prompt in and of itself. It's not a big waterfall. Actually, downriver here, down that way, is Great Falls. And Great Falls, if you look it up, is a really, really big fall. If you were to go down it, you wouldn't survive. But what if you did survive? What if you hit the bottom and suddenly were transported to a complete and total different place and time? I don't know. It's kind of a thought-provoking idea. Maybe that death is the metaphorical start of another life for whoever has to undergo it. It got me to thinking of Nuzo Ono's book, A Dance for the Dead, because in her book, one of the main characters has to die, essentially, to become. I'll show you guys the waterfall while I talk. They have to die in order to become something else, in order to enter into this complete and utter different realm, in order to save something that they love. I think it's a story that's been told over and over and over again. It's not a new story necessarily. Of course, we all say that we don't tell new stories, we just tell them in a different way. So anyway, I just thought it was kind of fun to sit out here and reflect for a minute. You should all get out and reflect from time to time. Nature's a really good way to sit there and recenter yourself and think about how much nature impacts how we view the world. You know, horror novels always happen in the woods, surrounded by, you know, trees, and you talk about the last girl running from the victim and tripping on a root and then falling over. They always do that. That's so tropish. Oh my goodness. But it's sort of a reality, you know. I was thinking about how these rocks over here are concealed most of the time with water, and right now they're open. What do you say in a storyline something happens where the water all of a sudden goes away, and then what do we find underneath? You can't see it all that well, but in front of me, not too far away, is a rock with a hole in it. Well, these rocks here literally were mined at the time of General Washington, President George Washington. They were blown out using, you know, physical labor, and maybe that rock there has some connection. I can't really see it. It's actually over there, but it's maybe that rock has a connection to that past world. Anyway, so that's been 5 Minutes with Bryan. Just some random thoughts sitting out here, enjoying a little bit of the nice day. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I guess I will see you soon. Bye-bye.